Welcome to The Lock Shop with Nielsen and Hustler.
All right, it's 11:05. Welcome to the Lock Shop. What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for being here today. We've got an NHL slate. It's not a big one, but we will dive into it a little bit. We will recap the weekend in the National Hockey League. Lots to discuss there. Maybe talk a little bit of golf as well. NFL free agency. I know the Kansas City Chiefs are apparently getting their hands on Kenneth Walker, so I'm sure my co-host will want to dive into that one. Early bird bet. Of course, the Lock Shop and all of Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. Check them out at playalberta.ca. Download the Play Alberta app today. Sign up for an account if you haven't already as well. We got your early bird bet sitting over there. No Oilers in action today, so I went with my second team, the Ottawa Senators. Senators to win in regulation, and Timmy Stützle to have a point tonight. He's got points, I think, in 16 straight now. He's been on an absolute tear. The Canucks sucked the big one. This is a huge game for Ottawa. Sens in regulation, Stützle point plus 105. I love that one tonight. You can find it on the EST specials page. Sens might factor into a little Lock Shop partner parlay as well, but you'll find EST specials at playalberta.ca or download the Play Alberta app like I mentioned. All right, it's been a while. I'm excited to talk with this man. Huss, what is up, buddy? How you doing?
Well, the good news is I am feeling a hell of a lot better than I was last week. That was a disaster. Got some antibiotics, some actual legitimate adult medicine is taking care of this.
They have that at 7-Eleven now?
I didn't just wait it out like I often do. So it was great. The deadline was it seems like it was about a week ago, but that was Friday. So there's lots to get to that. And it was just an awesome weekend. Brier was phenomenal. Shout out
Congratulations to your boy.
Yeah, Matt Dunstone. And I got to tell you, I'm really sad that the Brier's gone because it was a huge, huge week for the old account. We had an exclusive, which was Dunstone top 2 with Matt Calvert to make the playoffs. That came through. And then it was wild watching the line for that game yesterday. Originally, it was Dunstone minus 140. Then I looked, it was Dunstone minus 155. And I didn't really like the numbers, so I actually went and played it on the rock line, minus 1.5 at plus 133. And then right before the game, it had gone down to minus 122. So I just hit the money line as well. So it could not have ended any better. The only downer of the weekend was last night, Canada-Panama at the World Baseball Classic. And the fact that I had to wait out an hour rain delay to come back for the 3 final outs in the 9th inning was not part of the plan. Tough loss for Canada. So we'll see whether they still have a chance of making it through. And don't look now, but the Winnipeg Jets are 5 points out of a playoff spot.
5 points out?
5.
Oh, wow.
It is.
What's their last 10 look like? How good have they been?
Well, since the Olympic break, they are 4-0-2.
Oh, okay. That'll do it.
They haven't lost in regulation since. And the funny thing is, they had a couple kind of dog games, like the loss to San Jose. They should have had to. The Anaheim game as well. And then last week, to start off the homestand, they played Chicago. They sleptwalked for 50 minutes of the game. We're thinking like, oh my God, this is brutal. Score with 38 seconds left, win it in overtime, then smash the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-1 and take care of business on Saturday against the Canucks. So a little bit of hope emerging in and around here for a season that many of us, myself included, had completely written off.
Have you done the strength of schedule for the remaining, what's the schedule look like the rest of the way?
The bad is 3 games against Colorado.
Okay, not ideal, but maybe you can get one of them.
Realistically, they're going to probably have to go 15-5, I would say. I mean, they got to 500 right now, so if you go 15-5 or get 30 points, you'll get to 92. And I think 92 this year is going to be enough. Normally, it wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of home games. I mean, they're finishing up this homestand right now. They're 3-0 with wins over Chicago, Tampa, Vancouver. They get the Ducks. They get the Rangers. Very tough game with Colorado coming in on Saturday. And then St. Louis and Nashville. On the road at Boston, Pittsburgh Rangers. Home against the Vegas Golden Knights and Avalanche. At the Avalanche, at Chicago. And then the month of April is at Dallas, at Columbus, home to Seattle, which could be a huge game.
That'd be a huge game.
Yep. At St. Louis, at Philly, and then finishing up with Vegas and Utah on the road, and that final game of the season, Macklin Celebrini and the Sharks at home. So, I mean, listen, they're like 15% now at Money Puck after being like 3 last week. So at least they're playing some meaningful games and it's not just letting this thing roll.
I mean, they're basically going to be chasing a very lackluster Pacific Division for a wild card spot, right? 100%. Like that's what it comes down to. So
100%. Nashville, like as we go through, like the one thing, it's not just 5 points and you're chasing one team. I mean, in between, you do have like Seattle's got 67 and 62. Jets are 62 and 62. Nashville's 2 points up on the Jets.
Yep.
Jets have a game in hand. Kings are 4 points up, even games played. And the Sharks have a game in hand on Winnipeg and are 4 up. So but the bottom line is you look up, Winnipeg's won 3 in a row. Above them, 1 loss, 2 losses, 2 losses. So none of those teams are really kind of taking themselves and putting them in a better position than everybody else.
You know, it's crazy. The Los Angeles Kings, just looking at it now, the Kings have 16 regulation wins in 62 games, and they're 3 points out of a playoff spot. They've won 16 games in regulation all season, and they are 3 points out of a playoff spot. That's only 3 more regulation wins than the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
It's insane. They've played 62 games. They've won 16 of them in 60 minutes. And here they are, 3 points out of a playoff spot.
So they have 9 wins. And how about this? 14 overtime losses or shootout losses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know how so they have regulation and overtime wins. Like they basically just go to overtime every night. So like they're 500 and you get a few bonus points. But they've got 14 OTLs. They've got 5 overtime wins. And so they're 9 and 14, 23 games. Dude, they've played 62 games overall.
Yeah.
That's like 37% of their entire schedule has gone and been a 3-point game.
That's insane. They're still lurking around there. And they added Panarin, obviously, in trying to take a bit of run at this. Huss, what was your thoughts on the deadline, buddy? Who do you think moved the needle the most?
Colorado. I mean,
yeah, we were asking that question on Friday, but the Kadri trade happened after we finished our deadline coverage. So,
yeah. Dude, that what a nuke! At an hour after the deadline, we find out that Kadri is going to the Avalanche. And I mean, it was at a time when Minnesota didn't get Trocheck. I mean, what did Dallas do? Dallas got Michael Bunting and Tyler Myers. I mean, not bad ads, but I mean, to me, and from all accounts, when the players on Colorado found out that Naz was coming back, they went crazy. I mean, they love that guy. They remember him being a big part of their cup winning team and then leaving. So, when you think of the arms race that is the Central Division before you even get to the West, I thought Colorado did a great job. And that was after getting Roy.
Yeah. Well, what I was told, I was down in Calgary before the deadline, and what I had heard from being down there was that Colorado wanted Nazem Kadri, and then Calgary wasn't willing to retain more than 10%. And that looked like it was going to be the deal breaker, and that was going to be it. And that's why they went out and pulled the trigger on the other center. Yeah. And then I saw when the deal was done, it looked like Calgary moved that retention up to 20%. and then they pulled the trigger on it. So I think in the end, Calgary probably gave in a little bit because I think they probably realized they weren't going to be able to move Kadri and get that contract off the books, right? So, yeah, but Colorado, oh my God. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous down the middle.
I think they did well. And I got to tell you, and this will lead into something that we really maybe should have talked about right off the bat. The other team that I love with what they did at the deadline is the Buffalo Sabres.
That
game yesterday, we might go through another couple decades of NHL hockey without having a regular season game like happened yesterday.
How good was that game, buddy?
Dude, that was the most bananas game. And I mentioned Buffalo because like I don't know if you've seen the numbers. Like since December, they are the best team in the NHL. Yeah. And it's not close. Like there's a gap between Buffalo and then Colorado and then the other teams. Tampa showed last night, like just because the Florida Panthers are out of the playoffs, you're not like that doesn't mean that the prick element of playoff hockey in the East has left the building. And it was actually incredible to see what Tampa was doing. Like Hagel going after Dahlin the way they did. And let's face it, this is 1 year ago, 1 year removed from Tage Thompson getting absolutely cheap shotted and no one doing a damn thing. Remember the conversation at the end of last year about the Buffalo Sabres? Like no heart, no one willing to step up for a teammate or anything like that. No, they've made huge, huge gains in that. But to acquire Logan Stanley and Luke Shen from the Jets. And the funny thing was that those guys couldn't play last night because of the board, something to do with their papers.
Yeah, like a work visa thing or something like that.
The weekend, and they weren't going to be able to get them till Monday. So Stan spoke to the media at the intermission after the first intermission. It was like he was taking receipts on a few things that was happening out there. But the addition of Sam Carrick and Logan Stanley, and listen, I don't know how much Shen will get in, but maybe he will. Those two guys adding that level of toughness to a team that has incredible offensive ability. It's one of the best defense corps in the National Hockey League and has momentum and energy and juice, unlike, honestly, any other market in the league right now with what they've been through. So, I mean, you know me, I've been kind of on this Buffalo train really since December.
Yeah, that's right.
And it really comes from the lock shop because we played them a couple times. They won at nice numbers and then just kept rolling with them. And I mean, they've been such a great story. I would argue maybe the story of the league so far. They were 11-14.
They got to be the story of the league. Like I can't think of a bet. What's a better story? I mean, they haven't been in the playoffs in a decade and a half. They fired their general manager. They looked like it was going to be an absolute train wreck, and then they've been the best team in the league since, and then have a Florida Tampa style game with the Lightning and end up coming out on top 8-7. Like, and then you throw in the hole. They thought they had Parayko, and Parayko didn't want to go, and then they go make another. Like it's a storybook so far this year for the Buffalo Sabres.
And you know, and I honestly think Parayko may have done them a bit of a favor by saying no to that deal. Now, would you like to have Parayko? Absolutely. And, you know, he's, you know, a legit top four defenseman. But I mean, when I look at Buffalo right now, like, I don't think that they really need it. Like what they do need, and Parayko's big, but he's not a killer.
No, he's like big and physical, but he's not going to catch you with your head down over the middle and blow you up. Like,
for Stan to show up in Buffalo last night and his first view of what the Sabres are like was that game. I mean, I think he knows in his contract year, as I said, my biggest criticism of his is that he's 6'7", but sometimes didn't play with much physicality or wasn't really that aggressive. That's gotten better over the years. I mean, you're going to get pulled into it. But I mean, Samuelsson and Dahlin Boehm, Byram, Owen, Power, and now Kesselring and Stanley on the third pairing. And I mean, they're going to be able to handle Sam Carrick in the middle of that fourth line. I think that and by the way, you mentioned Kevin Adams. Kevin Adams, like, I don't know if the Sabres won the Stanley Cup this year, he probably should get a ring. Like, he literally put this entire team together, and they had just started to turn the corner.
Wait, hadn't they won like 2 in a row? Or
yes,
yeah.
Yes. And then they fired him, and basically the team has just been flooring it ever since. But you look at a couple of the trades that he made, and you know what the best one was? The Peterka deal to Utah. Because you talk to people close with Buffalo. Tage Thompson was always great. Alex Tuck's amazing. You know, they've got these guys. Josh Doan.
Yeah.
Josh Doan, he can score. He's playing a third line role. Tons of energy. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of teams like ours, sometimes you look and like you're desperate for a player like that makes a difference, not only for himself, but for the teammates, for just the energy of the team, the building.
He's like their Zach Hyman. You know what I mean? Like he's that younger sort of energy guy who can finish. And yeah. I like that. You said way more which?
This is way more of an edge.
Yeah. He'll be willing to go a little bit further, I think, than Zach.
Yeah,
but like
definitely.
From the energy level that you're talking about. And he's playing on that line with Josh Norris, right? And Josh Norris is basically, you can kind of look at it as a third line. I almost view it as like they've got 2 second lines, essentially, because Ryan McLeod's centering the other line. And then they've got a goaltender that people have been talking about for quite some time, and they've got these younger pieces on the back end. Well, they're starting to get, like Rasmus Dahlin's not younger anymore. Owen Power's been around. But they've got these guys who have were elite talents who've come along and are outstanding. I mean, they're outstanding. And everybody in the league apparently hates Rasmus Dahlin. Like, he's always people are always all over this guy. He must be the best trash talker in the entire league because he pisses people off.
Either that or he's just so good. They're physically challenging him and trying to get him. Like, that's obviously what Hagel was doing yesterday. He got the old 5K. The old 5K.
Yeah, the 5K slap on the wrist for 4 shots to the back of the head.
But I listened to there's a good podcast out of Buffalo called After the Whistle.
Okay.
And it's Craig Rivet and Andrew Peters.
Oh, all right.
And I mean, these guys are former players. They really love the team. And I was almost listening to it like early on when a buddy of mine listens. Oh, you got to check this out. I mean, they're former tough players. They're veteran guys.
Peters was tough.
And they were just talking about how soft the team was and how embarrassing. Like, I mean, just over the last year, it's just been, and the excitement of these guys right now, first of all, to get Stanley in there, to get Carrick. I mean, it really seems what they made. But Owen Power was a common target of theirs for a long time. Just saying, he's like the most frustrating player they've ever seen. Because he's 6'6", he's this big guy, but there was a line that it's escaped me right now. But essentially, they say he's built like a giraffe with the with the heart of a squid or something like that. Like, it's just very, very demeaning. And he might be of all the players that have really turned their game around and kind of found themselves. Him in the last couple months, he had a beautiful goal last night. I mean, and the thing is, he's big, but he's not really tough.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a guy that is going and like for guys that are 6'4" and 6'6", Dahlin and Power, they don't really have that. But Kesselring's there, Samuelson, and now when Stanley gets in on the left side with Kesselring on that third pairing, I think they're set. And it's going to be a lot of. Can you imagine a 7-game series of what we saw yesterday?
Well, yeah, and then somebody else just pointed out, Casino Dealer J over on the Nasty Chat on YouTube says Buffalo against the wild card Bruins or Habs would be pretty good as well. And yeah, can you imagine a Boston Buffalo, like just from like a retro take me back to my childhood type of thing? That would be good. But if we get, I mean, there's a pretty good chance it'll happen too. But if we get Tampa and Buffalo. I mean, we're not going to get 7-8-7s, but that's going to be a hell of a series, man.
We might have 10 fights a game. I mean,
it's good for Buffalo. Like, they have been the doormat of the league for so long. For them to actually finally be on the path, not just to be relevant, but to maybe put together something special. I can't imagine being a Sabres fan right now. Like, if somebody described that 8th goal last night like a stone cold Steve Austin pop when he would come out, like it was just like that was nuts.
Hey, if you go to, I had chills watching this last night. I got home and I was like, I got to just see everything about this game. Like, it was that nuts. And the Buffalo Sabres tweeted out a video of the fans leaving the building last night. You got to see it. It is, I'm going to see when. So this would have been probably about.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Buffalo versus everybody. And you put it with the sound on, and they are so fired up. Everyone is, I mean, can you imagine just being in that game? 8-7, up 4-0, blow the lead, down 7-5 in the third period, come back and win 8-7 with 10 fights or whatever it is. I mean,
that's the best hockey game a Sabres fan has seen in 20 years. Like, it's.
I'd love to know. I mean, legitimately, that is obviously the game of the year. And I wasn't even joking when I said we might go a decade without seeing another one that had everything like that. Like, when was the last game we had double digits in goals, fights, comebacks, and that much? I mean, this wasn't a game in the middle of October. Like, this is, we will see you in April business. I mean, I thought that was,
let me quickly say this to us. Watching this Buffalo video with these fans, I have to say, I got time for all of their jerseys. I love the retro blue. I love the retro white. I love the big buffalo head black ones. I love them. I love them all. They got good jersey game. As I'm watching this, I'm like, yeah, these are all great. This is good.
You'd never see me wearing the goat head one, but I mean, it's
not a goat head. It's a buffalo head.
I know, but it looks like a goat head. It's referred to as the goat head jersey. But they're classics, man. The blue, especially, both their blues and their whites.
Yeah, like, I almost want to wear a blue one just around. I don't cheer for the Sabres, but it's just a good look.
Yeah. But anyways, gang, go over to your X account. You'll see a tweet. It's Buffalo versus everybody. Crank up the sound, and you want to talk about what joy feels like. They're feeling it right now. And who could have imagined that 2026 would be the year that the Sabres brought the joy to Buffalo and not the Bills, in a year that started out in the playoffs without the Ravens and without the Chiefs and without the Bengals and all of that. So I'm here for it. And, we still do have some games tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's dive into these games because we got 5 of them tonight. So we'll hit the NHL slate. Then we'll take a look at the NFL free agency. I want that Huss toilet update as well after your tweet last night. But let's just stay on the NHL for a second here. We've got five games tonight. Is it 5 games? Yeah, we got 5 games tonight. Kings and Blue Jackets, neither goaltender confirmed in this one. They got Forsberg and Greaves listed as unconfirmed. Very important game for both of those teams. Vladar is going to start for the Flyers at home against the last place in the East, New York Rangers. Shesterkin will start for the Rangers. Washington and Calgary in Washington. Logan Thompson and Devin Cooley between the pipes there. Chicago likely starting Drew Comesso and Vanishek expected to go for the Mammoth. And then Lankinen will start for the Canucks. Allmark listed as unconfirmed for the Ottawa Senators as they wrap up that 5-game road trip in Vancouver. What's the first player or two you like here tonight, Huss?
Well, Columbus Blue Jackets auto bet. Especially considering I'm manifesting losses for teams like the Kings right now. But I mean, Columbus Bones just hasn't continued to roll there. I know they lost an OT on the weekend to Utah, but They are playing their asses off every single night. We'll see whether they have enough to get in, but huge game for them. Don't mind the number. What did you say Columbus was? Like
minus 146.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So count me in on that. I mean, Washington, albeit still sort of a bigger number.
I like the under in that game.
Under, okay.
Yeah, and if we're putting together a parlay, we could move it to 6.5 and take the under minus 156. But Devin Cooley's been outstanding so far this year. Logan Thompson's confirmed. This is a really good goalie matchup tonight. So I like the under. And if we're going to parlay it, we can move the under to 6.5 at minus 156. It would be better value than the Caps at minus 196. Or we just take the under 5.5 at plus 102. So there's different options here that we can look at. I think I like that. I mean, obviously Utah likely wins that game at minus 222. They had a real stinker against Chicago at home about a week and a half ago. So to me, that's probably more of a stay away. And then I do like Ottawa. And to be honest, I could puck line.
I was just about to say,
puck line. These the Sens are on this road trip right now. They've been playing desperate. They've been playing really good hockey for a good stretch. They just hung 7 on the Kraken, which has been one of their things. Like, can they get the goal scoring going? Vancouver's a train wreck. I like the Sens at plus 105 at minus 105 tonight too. So I guess it was only 5 games here, but we got some options for sure.
Well, I mean, why don't we just do that? We got 1 money line, we got 1 total, and we got 1 puck line. Let's put them together. So about plus 480 or so before a boost should get to 5-1.
We will get it to 5-1. So that's including the Flames and Caps being under 6.5. So okay, that's good. And this came together very nicely. Anything else from the National Hockey League, Huss?
Not so much. I mean, obviously we talked a lot about deadline. There were a few teams that I was surprised that didn't do more. Certainly Carolina. They have all these picks. They got prospects. They're right there. The Panthers aren't there this year. I kind of thought that they would have made a more significant move. And Montreal as well.
That's a good one. Yeah, Montreal was.
I mean, I thought they might get Kadri, they might get Binnington, something like that. So those teams, I was a little surprised. I mean, Detroit, I know did get Falk, who's a nice ad, but I kind of thought that Kadri might end up out there in Detroit. I don't know about the Islanders getting Braden Shen.
I mean, 6.5 left for 2 years, and he's having the worst season of his career. I thought that was an interesting decision to me.
I mean, put it this way, good bit of business on St. Louis's part.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, for the guys that they were able to trade, I thought they did a good job with those. And then, we're looking at this. I guess the one other thing is the Oilers. Nice win on the weekend against Vegas.
Yeah, that was last night. But I mean, to me, last night's game kind of summarized the Pacific, where like you're watching this Tampa Bay Buffalo game, you're like, oh my God, everything's happening. And then Vegas and Edmonton just kind of going through the motions for 60 minutes. Sport. Yeah. It looked like a different league when you looked at those two, if you compared those two games. So now the Edmonton Oilers get Colorado and Dallas next. So massive, massive games. And we'll see if they can play up to that level. The other hockey thing I wanted to get to just quickly, Hus, is the Rosen kid that you guys got in the Shen Stanley deal. I thought when I first saw it, I was a little bit familiar with the name, and I was like, I think that's a pretty good young guy to get your hands on for these two guys. You must be happy with the return.
Yeah, no, I think people are pretty excited. I mean, listen, there's a lot of people that love Logan Stanley. There's a lot of haters too over the years, but with the season that he's had, I don't think anyone would have expected people becoming so connected to the guy, but the Jets had to do what they had to do. And we had Chevy always just gets hammered for, doing press conferences where it's just 30 minutes of word salad and he doesn't say anything. Very different on Friday. Accountability, said that he needs to be better, kind of understood the situation of why they did what they did. And Rosen's going to get the chance to play for the rest of the year with Winnipeg. And he started on the third line with Taves and Nyquist, which not really the best spot to throw an offensive guy in right away. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an opportunity to play a little like in the top 6 at some point soon. Maybe they move Alex Iafallo down to get him, but he's fast, made some really nice passes. For a first game, I thought maybe he deferred to a couple other guys a little too much. I think kind of trying to fit in right away. But he's an exciting player, 14th overall pick. He's scored. He's been a 3-time AHL All-Star. He had 25 goals in 37 games this year down in the A. So he's ready. He's done everything at that level, and he's going to get a far greater opportunity than he would have in Buffalo because, of course, Buffalo being terrible for the last 10 years and trading away as many guys. They've got so many first-round picks, in the top 10 that – and you look at that roster, like, okay, well, there's Alex Tuck, Krebs, Jack Quinn. They got Josh Doan. Ostland's another first rounder, Zach Benson. I mean, he was basically, it was very difficult for him to get in. If he was going to get in the lineup, it wouldn't be in a place where a player like that is really going to do his thing. So yeah, so far, so good. The great part, and I mean, for Winnipeg people watching this, they will know what I'm saying. Like losing Shen and Stanley, basically 2 of the toughest guys on the Jets. You still got Adam Lowry, the captain, but I don't think they want Lowry to have to be the policeman for the entire team. Dusty, we are going, and Kevin Cheveldayoff mentioned this. I think we're going to get a look at Tyrell Bauer in the NHL. And the reason why that name rings a bell is because you've seen his fights on X, some of the craziest marathon bouts.
He just goes, doesn't he? Like
I have ever seen. He was on the show with us a couple weeks ago. Just an absolute beauty of a dude. He's certainly earned it, like even if the games mean nothing. But I'll tell you what, things going down, some big divisional games coming up. I have a feeling that we might see, and who knows? I mean, the Jets might end up going to like an 11-7. And you know what? We're going to have an extra guy that's a little tougher. He's going to play a little bit, get out there, and you just, give a couple guys more shifts. I would not be surprised if that happened at some point because they really do miss the physicality of the guys that they traded. And if all of a sudden the playoff race is on and there's some big high-intensity games, a guy like that out there. And I'll tell you what, the people, when we hear that he gets the call up and he's starting his first game at Canada Life Center with the big club, there will be a buzz in the city and every time he's on the ice before mitts are dropped.
I love it. That's good. That's taking me back to like the late 90s WHL days where it's the buzz is like, we're going to go see him fight somebody tonight.
Hey, just before we talk NFL stuff, I have to ask, how was congrats again. I thought you sounded amazing doing the game. What was how was the whole experience? I'm sure the feedback was great. A lot of love from the people after your video.
It was first of all, Jamie McLennan is awesome. Kind of like took me under his wing for a couple days down in Calgary. He knows everybody everywhere. So that was great. I was talking about on my show this morning, the booth in Calgary is like there's like some like steel pillars or pipes that were up to about here. So in order to call the game, I had to duck under those and lean on the desk the entire time.
That is
and if I stood back behind them, I could only see like 3/4 of the ice. So and Noodles is a sitter. So he sits in a chair while he calls a game, but I like to stand. So I was like crouched over the whole time calling the game. But it went really well. I think everybody was, a lot of Senators fans were really loving it, which was nice. Saw a lot of nice things online. Had a bunch of people from across the country reach out to me saying how awesome it was, which was nice as well. Senators gave me the game puck and the score sheet after, which I thought was pretty cool. They were really happy with the broadcast too. So so that was kind of neat. That'll be a cool thing to get framed and put up in the house.
Who were you filling in for? Like who's normally done that?
They have 3. They basically run. So it used to be Gord Miller when he can't do Toronto games. Gord does Ottawa as often as he can. And then it was John Abbott who would fill in for Gord when he couldn't do games. So then John Abbott got the job in Calgary, and they split the non-Gord games between Kenzie Lalonde and a guy by the name of Matt Cullen. And then this was supposed to be a Gord game, but they ended up giving it to me. And it went pretty well. And I was told like shortly after the game that I'll definitely be getting more. So that's good. Dude. It's kind of nice to get like your one shot at it. And if I was shit, I might not have got another one, but it apparently went pretty well. So
I knew. Hey, listen, you're not going to be one and done. But listen, as we know, it's just like being a player. Like Tyrell Bauer, he's going to get his call up. Yeah. He's going to get a game, and there's no guarantees on anything after that.
Yeah, I know.
Come out and you got to bring your best.
But it was good. Like the Sens won, so the home. So like anybody watching in TSN 5, and they would have been happy, which makes it easier, to have a good reaction to a broadcaster and stuff. So, but it was, it was pretty cool, buddy. It was fun. I'll see. I don't know if I'll get another one this year, but hopefully I'll get some next year. So, we'll see how it goes. But it was good. So, and
then just back to business as usual. EST, the Barracuda's birthday.
The very next day, and then kids this weekend. For that? He had a birthday party on Thursday, which I hated having to miss. It was the first birthday party I missed. But he wanted to do it Thursday because he didn't have school Thursday afternoon. So they went and played laser tag Thursday. When I got home Friday, I picked him up from school. We opened up presents. Then he wanted to go to Boston Pizza for dinner. So we went to BP's for dinner. And he's such a beauty. Like we're leaving the house and he's got a cape on. And Tammy and I are like, "You gonna wear your cape to BP's?" And he's like, "Yep." I was just like, "All right, man." So he rolls into Boston Pizza looking like Dracula with this cape. I was like, I love kids, man. They just don't care. He's just like, "I'm just going to wear my cape." Like, so it was good. Then we had sports all weekend. And then tomorrow morning, 9:00, I'm flying to LA to watch LeBron and the Lakers on Tuesday and Thursday. This is my big trip. I'm going to watch LeBron James play, buddy.
This is the solo mission.
This is a solo mission. It's just me by myself. I haven't bought a ticket yet. I'm waiting because I only need a single. So I'm hoping like morning of people are going to be like, "I got to move this one ticket," and maybe some prices will go down. But the Lakers Timberwolves game is on TSN Tuesday night, and I plan on being within 3 rows of the Lakers bench. So you should probably be able to see like this big, large white guy sitting there by himself watching the game. So watch for me on TSN. So that'll be fun. So
that'll be a good game too.
It should be a good game. I get to see Ant-Man, who I think is an absolute dog. I love that guy. So it should be good. And then so they play. So LeBron's missed the last 2 games. But
I would say no load management.
He's missed the last 2 games, but he was a game time decision yesterday afternoon. And JJ Redick said he expected him to play on Sunday, so he didn't play on Sunday. So I'm assuming he'll be good to go Tuesday and Thursday. And then I told Tammy, if for some reason I'm down there and he doesn't play Tuesday or Thursday, they also have a game on Saturday, and I'm staying until Saturday. Like I'm not coming home until he plays. So I'm going to be locked in, man. This trip might end up costing me a lot of money, but I haven't seen him play. Who knows when he's going to retire? So, Tammy, I mean, I got so lucky. She's like, "You have to go. You go. I was like, "Okay, I'll go."
I love it. So you're going. There's a couple games, and is the off day going to be just like leaving Las Vegas, like Dusty and some? What's the area where all those like rock bands were, like GNR back in the day? Los Angeles.
Well, this is gonna disappoint you, Huss. I thought about for a second on the off day, Wednesday, just going to Disneyland by myself. But that would be greasy for my family. But I love Disneyland. I could go by myself. I could ride all the solo lines. It'd be great. But I think the plan is to there's this massive sports card store down there called Burbank Sports Cards. And it's like a 20-minute Uber. So I think I'm going to go check out Burbank Sports Cards, or I'm going to sneak to Disneyland by myself. I haven't decided just yet. But how often we have a chance to go to Disneyland by yourself? So I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, you might get on some lists by doing that. I mean, like they're looking at you. Where is everybody else?
Where's your family?
Just by myself.
Just me. Sure? I'm going to go hit up Tiana's Bayou by myself. Yeah.
Keep your eye on this 6'8" dude with the glasses. I don't know. Something's weird is going on. That I guess there's no baseball out there yet.
Well, they wouldn't be back in LA yet.
There's no WBC out there? No, I think they're playing in
where is the WBC taking place? I don't know. So Wednesday will be, during the day, all 3 days will technically be free, and I'm staying right across the street from the from crypto. So I'll just be right down there. So yeah,
it'll be that LA Live area.
Yeah.
I'll send you a spot.
You know what's bad, Huss? You won't think this is bad. Some other people might think it's bad, but I've already Googled how far it is from my hotel to the closest Shake Shack. Because we love Shake Shack. So I'm gonna go hit that up one day too. So
Shake Shack, so much more elite than In-N-Out.
It's been a long time since I had In-N-Out. I hit In-N-Out there's an In-N-Out in Vegas, right? Way off the strip.
I'm sure there is.
I think I've hit that one, but I've done multiple Shake Shacks and they've never disappointed.
Oh, it is so good. And In-N-Out is I think it was just really trendy and like a lot of people talked it up. I'm not saying it is not bad. Like, I don't mean to besmirch In-N-Out. I just don't think it was worth the hype that it got in so many circles. Yeah. Shake Shack delivers, 10 out of 10 each and every time. You know what you should do on your day off? Are you going to have a car or no?
No car.
Because have you ever been down to Venice Beach?
No.
That was we had a day off in between the Kings and Ducks games, and we went down to Venice Beach, and you can rent bikes, and we cruised, along the beach. And it's a wild scene. That's where the Hulkster used to be pumping iron or whatever.
They got those outdoor gyms and stuff there. That's
Yeah. There's that. There's courts for it's not tennis.
Pickleball?
Probably pickleball now. I thought it was, or maybe it was the early start of pickleball. Again, this is a few years back that we were back before it kind of really exploded. But there's the Ferris wheel and stuff on the beach as well. And a lot of great little bars in and around to pop in, have a few in the afternoon. Get it? So, it's a touristy thing to do, but it's also, when you think of all the things, I would you got to do a video if you go to that sports card place.
Oh yeah, I'm going to definitely do that. Well, because I have a bunch of cards that I want to get submitted for grading. They have a PSA submission counter at this sports card shop. So I'm going to take my cards down, pop over there. I got 15 I want to submit for grading. And then they'll just have to ship them back up to me as opposed to me shipping them down and making sure they're all packaged properly. They'll ship them back up. So that should be good.
What are you?
I have a LeBron rookie that I'm taking down. I've got a Draisaitl young gun I'm taking down, a Kobe rookie. I've got this good LeBron Kobe card that they're on together that's pretty valuable. A couple other young guns. I got some Vladdy rookies, some numbered Vladdy rookies that I want to get done. So yeah, no, it should be a pretty good time. So. Well, that's if I don't go to Disneyland. We'll have to see.
Is there any hockey?
Man, I didn't even look at the Kings schedule. Let's see here.
They're playing away tonight, so they're probably not. Did you say is one of the games tomorrow for the Lakers?
Yeah, tomorrow. Then Wednesday. No, there's no hockey when I'm down there.
2 games.
Yeah.
Ducks are on the road. Ducks are actually here in Winnipeg. Yeah. So
anyway, it's going to be a good time. Okay, Huss, the toilet update. People are wondering. Last night, the tweet is, in other news, I'm perusing Amazon for a toilet seat, and I can't believe all of the choices and advancements in toilet seat technology. This tweet was retweeted once. It was by me because I thought it was hilarious. What'd you end up finding?
Well, I found way too much to make a decision quickly last night. This is sort of a big deal. You spend a lot of time with your toilet seat.
Yeah.
So... But your options, folks, if you haven't done this, there's simple, cheaper toilet seats, $18-20, all the way up to the granddaddy of them all, a $600 toilet seat, which has, I mean, there's some.
Did you say
crazy
600?
features. Yeah, $594 is one of them, and so I was really overwhelmed. I mean, I figured this would take 2 seconds, and then it was part of the reason why I tweeted. I'm like,
yeah,
there are pages and pages of this, and like there are ones with like a bidet in the seat, some sort of, and I've never used one of those. I know
me neither.
Japan.
Me neither. I've never used one.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. They, I think, what's the new guy for the Blue Jays? What's his name?
Yakamoto? Is it Yakamoto?
Okamoto? I think it starts with an O. But when they came in, he was shocked that there was no bidet. So I think they put a bidet
Okamoto.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a bidet in the Jays dressing room now. So I don't think I'm going to go I'm going to go with one of those crazy ones with the bidet in it. I've lived this long without one. So
yeah, you'll be fine.
But you know what? An even very simple decision is: do you take the full O, or what about the horseshoe?
Oh, geez, the horseshoe.
I mean, I've found that when I've been wherever and used the horseshoe, I've always thought it was great.
Yeah.
And, if you're number oneing it, depending on, whether you're, going to flip it up or whatever, or you're running in, there's some benefits to it, I guess, as well. You have good aim.
Wow.
You don't need to worry about it. So I'll report back once the final decision has been made. But and I'm sure this is the case with a lot of things that I've never thought about for more than 2 seconds or looked up. But I couldn't believe how much variety and just like the weird features on some of these things. So,
did you see any that had like a speaker, like a Bluetooth speaker?
I don't know about the speaker, but definitely some ones that light up.
Oh yeah, that's kind of neat. Hey, Huss, we can't let you go without getting your thoughts on Kenneth Walker here to the Chiefs.
Dude, I love it.
By the way, Malik Willis to the Dolphins, 3-year deal too. But what do you think of Walker? Yeah,
that'll be good. Listen, the Chiefs needed a big time upgrade at running back. I mean, listen, Walker, he's the Super Bowl MVP. The guy is an absolute stud. He'll be a great addition to the Chiefs offense. And the great thing about this is that it fills a need that a lot of people thought that they might use that 9th overall pick.
On Love, yeah.
So I think we can pretty much assume that Love won't be going at number 9, and they can go, they can get a top 10 pass rusher. Like if Ruben Bain from Miami, I don't care how short his arms are, if he's there at 9, you can throw him onto that defense alongside Chris Jones. Sign me up for that. So great day for the Chiefs. And the other thing we cannot not mention, Max Crosby to the Raiders, or the Ravens, I should say. 2 first-round picks. What are the chances? Like, can we get an exclusive on Joe Burrow to survive the 2026 season? He's got Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and now Max Crosby
in the division,
in a team for a team that didn't trade Trey Hendrickson when they were done to maybe get some other draft capital. Like it's great that he got his receivers, but I do wonder if he's going to survive. And from the looks of it, Joe Cool has many reasons to live right now. Did you see where he was on the weekend?
No, I didn't see where he was.
Oh, a little shot of a late night poker date with none other than Jessica Alba.
Oh, that was him on the other side of that Alba table?
That was Joe Burrow. Just the two of them there.
I saw the Alba thing. I didn't see old Joe there. Huh.
Yeah, he's what a stud he is. But as I say, I'm worried. Like I think Joe Burrow life insurance premiums tripled when that
Crosby deal went down. What's coming up on WST, buddy?
Well, man, much like the Lock Shop, a million things to talk about. I mean, the debut of the new Jets, the fact that all of a sudden they're 5 points out of a playoff spot, And we're going to give some love to Matty Dunstone as well. Hopefully we'll have him on the show tomorrow. I think they're traveling today, so we'll work that out. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun setting up a big weekend, or big week, I should say, for the Jets as they continue this homestand with 4 in the next 6 days.
Good stuff, Husk. I won't see you until next Monday, but I'll fire a few texts from LA.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's stay in touch. Have a great time.
I will. Yeah,
I will be. And is it Tuesday or Thursday that we should be looking for on TSN?
Maybe both nights. But Tuesday night the game is on TSN 3, I think, or something like that. So yeah,
all right.
I'm hoping to be. I want it. So if LeBron drives to save a ball, like that, he falls on me, and I could be like, "You're the GOAT." Like, don't listen to anybody else. Do
some on purpose, some ridiculous things in the crowd. Like if he makes like a big win, like get up and do like the Rick Rude dance or something. Why not? You want to get it on there.
That would be funny, actually. All right, buddy. Have a good show, man.
Yeah, and hey, congrats again on the debut. You killed it last week, pal.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. There you go. That is Haas from Winnipeg Sports Talk. That is what... Oh, this is funny. Our Lock Shop Partner Parlay is up if you want to ride with us today, and I like it. I think there's not much I'm overly worried about on this. That's what we say for a lot of these, I guess. But Senators to win by 2 against the Canucks. Canucks suck. Huge 2 points for the Sens as they try to claw their way into that playoff picture. Capitals and Flames. We moved from 5.5 and went up to 6.5 in a Devin Cooley. He's like a 922 save percentage this year or something like that. And Logan Thompson's been great. So a good goaltender battle, I think, there between Washington and Calgary. That'll be under 6.5 goals. And then the Blue Jackets on the money line against the Los Angeles Kings. It's plus 496. I think Big Uke just sent us the grandest as well. I'm going to get this up right away. What do we have here? Wrexham versus Hull, both teams to score. Gunther with a point, Dylan Cousins with a point, and the Grizzlies minus 1.5. So I'll get that sent over as well. You'll be able to find that on the EST Specials page. Edmonton Sports Talk. All day long, brought to you by Play Alberta. Check out playalberta.ca. Click on EST Specials to ride with us or download the Play Alberta app as well. We've got the oil stream coming up next with myself and Tom Gazzola. Thank you very much for joining us today. Best of luck if you're going to ride with us tonight, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Take it easy.